Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 31 of my Ruthless SSF run on the Settlers League. The Lightning Tendrils has been a mixed bag, but I have to tell you, it's been the perfect palate cleanser build for me. I felt pretty guilty playing the shield throw character just because of Gladiator being so strong. This character is not very strong, it's very janky, but it's very fun to play. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. So I got the boss for the second time, the one that you fight when your map runners get caught. It's nice getting a bunch of gold because I have a lot of stuff I really want to do with recombiners and whatnot. This fight was so much more difficult on my Trickster. Dude, I know there are ways to solve dot damage on your character, but on Ruthless, points are spread a little more thin and things are a little more difficult. But I gotta tell you, the Trickster, like my Hex Blaster, awful. Awful at dealing with damage over time effects. Absolutely terrible. I love Hex Blast so much, but I did not like the Trickster version. I did get a free blood-filled vessel, which is fantastic. But yeah, like, don't get me wrong, the damage is pretty nice on the Hex Blaster, and of course, the gear was pretty mediocre, so that's part of the problem. But I just don't enjoy Trickster for, like, mines. It's just not my thing. Trickster is very good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't enjoy it that much. Anyway, though, doing a bunch of Guardians, I really wanted to see if I could get, like, a influenced item that had some kind of weird janky effect that I could take advantage of. But so far, nothing too crazy. I like the Lightning Tendrils character, but my god, do we need some gear for it. The biggest thing I could do is level up the Lightning Tendrils for him, because the problem with Lightning Tendrils is he's very, very slow at mapping, because you have to think, there's a minimum cap. Like, basically, I can only kill packs so fast. You know what I mean? I'm, like, kind of hard capped. And that is, the speed is however fast I can get my large pulse to actually happen, which is not that fast. So, think of it this way. I kill a pack of nothing but, like, white, like the little fish dudes, right? At the same speed that I can kill a rare pack. It's basically the same, because no matter what, I have to stand there, channel, and then the second the big pulse comes up, they all die. But I can't go any faster than that. But, shield thrower can just kind of like run around and everybody dies. So I ended up rerolling. I don't know how far I'm going to take this character. I really just wanted to see how it feels. I've never done Stormburst Totem, so I kind of wanted to experience it. As you saw a second ago, I was trying to recombine my +1 Totem shield. That shield is awesome, but the problem is it requires 160 dexterity, which I was going to try to make work on this character because 6 totems is crazy. But no, dude. It's way too much dex, so I tried to recombine it. It did die. But we are holding on to the Shaper Influence Shield. That way, if I ever do get another +1, I can try to recombine it again. But unlikely, but you never know. Anyway, though, the Stormburst character, this build was hilarious while mapping. I gotta tell you, if you have Spell Totem and you have Stormburst, go ahead and level with it when you reroll a Templar, and try to tell me you don't like it. Anyway, though, the campaign was a breeze. I only died a couple of times. That was mainly when I was transitioning into some really weird gear. I kind of like stayed on like the level like 1 uniques a little too long because I just never felt like I had to change my gear. Everything was dying. I was going really fast. Once you get the taunt mastery on your totems, it's pretty hilarious to level with them. Now, for a while there, like I think it was Act 1, it was kind of awkward, but there was like this weird transitional point between Act 1 and like Act 2 where, like, at first I was self-casting Stormburst, which felt really nice, by the way. It was pretty fun. Obviously, I'd rather do Lightning Tendrils, but self-casting it, I could see that. But anyway, as soon as I switched to Totem, my damage dropped off hard. I think I switched a little too early. But by the time I ascended, everything was fine. Anyway, though, this was by far... Actually, I don't know if it is. I'm pretty sure this was my fastest leveling character this league. 4 hours, 41 minutes. And we died 5 times. I think the shield thrower might have been a little faster, but this guy was pretty quick. I was expecting it to be worse, especially when you consider I have way lower move speed than like a Slayer, because we don't get to take that node that reduces or removes the penalty of movement speed for wearing armor. We jumped straight into tier 2, and this character had no problem doing anything. Got a nice little Alva Scarab. I did get a pirate. I was thinking about trying it on my Stormburst totem, but that felt like a really dumb idea. So I let the Slayer take care of it. No problems there, obviously. Jumped back on a Stormburst, went straight into tier 5. The single target, I can definitely see it falling off a little bit, but it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. I got Unsated Paradise. I was level 69 at 80%, and we ended it at level 72 and 35%. That was fantastic. I was feeling lucky, so I went for a little recombiner, which went awful. pretty trash. But I mean, what could you hope for? Like the recombiner, like even if the odds were half as good as they are now, I still think it's one of the most fun things they've added to Ruthless. Just having more uses for your really shitty uniques just feels, or sorry, not uniques, your really shitty rares just feels really nice. Anyway, went and did my Uber lab. It was absolute cakewalk. This character pretty much never dies. The damage is like, I don't know, the damage is weird. It's really, really strange. That's all I can really say right now. I got 10% quality on the spell totem, which is great because that's totem deployment speed basically, which is fantastic. Got a nice little double corrupt in my first temple, and I figured we might as well go for a big gamble, and we're gonna double corrupt our Devoto. Please, please don't die. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna keep that. I'm actually gonna keep that for a recombiner. I mean, it's like the odds of getting those mods or even getting like a wearable Hesman influence helmet is pretty low. But I mean, it'd be pretty sick. Like enemies taking in percent increased damage, and if I got that flat lightning, I would straight up probably use that on my lightning character, my lightning tendrils. Could you imagine? Anyway, though, we were doing some tier 12s on Stormburst, and the first big problem is starting to show itself. Totems die really, really fast. There isn't a lot of ways for me to actually like prevent them from dying. They're kind of just really squishy. The only thing I could think of is like I could drop Wrath for something, like Purity of Elements or something maybe. But dude, that feels awful. That feels like, look at my damage. My damage is not very good. And keep in mind, not only do I have a Watcher's Eye giving me percent of Fizz's extra lightning, but I also have the Jewel from the King of the Mist, which is giving me 6% lightning damage per small node. So I'm doing way more damage than I should be doing on a 5-link, and I don't like it. I went back to lightning tendrils for a little bit. I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's going to depend on what I find, obviously, but I'm definitely leaning more towards tendrils. Number one, lightning tendrils is one of my favorite jank skills in PoE. I think it's really fun. It's definitely not strong. Like, I'm not trying to like trick you here. It's not strong. If you're wondering, oh, is this going to like kill bosses? Maybe. 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 I mean, we've done it in the past. I mean, I farmed my first Ashes of the Stars before it was for Uber, obviously, but with lightning tendrils, so you never know. I got a Dark Scorn, which is pretty sick. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. Very nostalgic. I used to be a big Scourge Arrow fan, but I don't know about playing that here, but maybe. Anyway, I can do tier 15s on Lightning Tendrils. The character's feeling better. I did drop the Stun Immunity Cluster Jewel for the block. The block is way better, dude. Way better. Like, it's like, sure, you're not going to get stunned, but you're just going to die. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I think it's way better with block. Alright, a lot of stuff has happened this weekend that I want to talk about. So, I've been working on crafting a claw for, like, pretty much the entire duration of this league so far. And I did finally hit it, but there was a huge problem. Actually, let me show you. So, here was the plan. I was going to play Wild Strike of Extremes. I never get to play claws. I actually made a pretty fantastic claw. I think it was Friday, I believe it was. This thing is insane, at least by Ruthless standards, 400 physical DPS, insane attack speed. It's got two dead rolls and one sad crit multi-roll. But overall, really nice claw. I was really excited to play this. However, I learned that the Trickster does not have the damage leech as energy shield, which completely kills this character. Because the main thing about this is, yeah, you get to treat all hits as inverted, but you have to spend life, mana, and energy shield every attack, which was going to be solved basically for free just by taking leech on the tree and having the energy shield leech from Trickster. But we don't actually get that. So the Stormburst character, it wasn't bad or anything like that. Like, I actually enjoyed playing it, and I love the freaking Lightning Tendrils character. Yes, Lightning Tendrils is horrible. I mean, by any other spell standards, it's pretty horrible, just because, like, you have to stand still to do damage, which is pretty bad. And, of course, you're going to die a lot because of that. But the damage is fine, it's fun to play. But that's just not what I wanted to play. I really, really want to play a claw character, so I'm gonna do all these guardians. I only got three more to do, unless I drop more, of course. And I'm gonna stockpile some gold, and I am gonna reroll into a claw build. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like a super unique, janky build like I was originally planning on doing, but I want to play claws. I never get to play claws, and yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I absolutely think Blight is one of the best league mechanics in Ruthless. Opal, by the way. All you have to do is take immune response. That's all you have to take. You spend 3 points, and Blight is up there in like the A tier of league mechanics for Ruthless, in my opinion. It's so good. Gives you a ton of loot. It gives you oils, which you always need. Hey, a memory, nice. A memory and a guardian. It gives, like I said, it gives you oils. It gives you tons of loot, insane XP. I love it, dude. Fantastic. Blight, underrated. I think if your character is anywhere decent, you should just take immune response and not block Blight. It's fantastic. Anyway, we got another pirate, which gave me like 55k gold, which is pretty sick. And we fought another elder, which we did not get an eye. Again, our first 4 elders gave us an eye, so I gotta be patient. It's okay. It's understandable. I already got way more than I ever should have. But, you always want more. One did a quick Cortex because why not? You might as well dream. And, what do we get? Trash. Decent trash. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. The Lightning Tendrils character is level 79. I love this character. It's really janky, but I definitely need some gear. I need to have armor ES on every piece of gear, which I'm missing 2 right now. That way I can take the mastery, which will give me 100% increased armor and energy shield, which would be fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't have that yet. Also, the energy shield boots I do have and the armor are terrible. 36 and 8. It's disgusting. Really need to work on the gear for my characters, but for now, I just need to work on making money. Probably going to reroll a new character. I'm going to keep this character in the back of my mind, and I'm going to keep trying to level up the gem. The problem is, none of my characters actually have high enough intelligence to put this on, except for Hexblast, which I'm not playing, so we'll see. But as you can see, it's level 19. Once we get to 20, the damage is going to go up by quite a bit. This character is really fun to play. It really is. I just need gear. Also, the Savalin on Lightning Tendrils is fantastic. I hope they keep this shield in some capacity, even if they nerf it. It really, like, I hate how it just makes the stronger builds better, but the thing that I like is it makes dog shit builds like Lightning Tendrils a little more viable, because the thing is, characters like Lightning Tendrils are really outdated. The whole idea of you standing still and waiting to do damage is pretty bad. It's pretty rough. I love it. I think it's really fun. So shields like this actually make them a little more viable, like I was saying. The only thing I need to figure out is block. I think ideally, like, if you could get enough levels, I'd say the best bet is to get a large cluster jewel. Maybe take a, if you're lucky. Like, I don't know how viable this would be on Ruthless, but get 2 nodes that give you the block chance, and the other one being the stun immunity. You take 2 of those, you have 100% stun immunity while channeling. You can unspec these 2 nodes right here, which gives you 2 more points, which you could put towards using your cluster. You would drop this wheel right here also for points. I don't think it would be that hard. I really don't. I think it'd be like, what, 10 points? Well, here's 4, and then here's 6, and that was just 2 seconds. And if you could fix, like, attributes on your tree, you could cut this as well, put you back up to 8. Like, I don't think it would be that hard, and I'm only level 79, so I really do think this is one of those characters that's viable to have 1 large, 2 mediums, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. I'm not going to guarantee I can get it, because I still haven't even hit it once. You know what I just thought of? I wonder if you can't hit both of them. That would have been really funny. Wow, that's actually a good one. But yeah, unwavering focus. That's the node we're looking for. If we could get with this right here, unwavering and stoic. I couldn't have had that better if I tried. But yeah, if I could get 2 of those, that would be fantastic. But dang it. It doesn't seem very likely. It doesn't seem very likely. Anyway, the currency is looking fantastic. I did a bunch of farming. We're almost at 200 alchemies, which is absolutely insane. And don't forget, I have 127 regrets, and you can turn these to alchs. So I basically have 300 alchemies almost, 46 scours, whole bunch of chance orbs. I did a big fusing thing, but failure, 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 failure. Unfortunate. The goal right now is mainly just to, honestly, keep rolling gear. I'm going to re-roll a new character probably. Hopefully it's going to be strong enough to farm really quickly. But man, I feel really dirty playing the shield throw. I'm going to tell you though, the shield thrower, super fun character. Highly recommend it, especially if you're playing Ruthless. Literally just farm the Searing Exar, get a Dawnbreaker, and you're good to go. I would really like to make use of Red Blade Banner. I'm not saying I definitely will, but if you have any ideas, let me know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it would be good, but I do have a couple ideas. Anyway, talking too long. I do just want to quickly say college did start up again, so my wife is going to be working from home, doing schoolwork and stuff. So my schedule is going to change. It's going to be more like every other day, but whenever I can, I'll upload multiple days in a row. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at some point.